processes.
Okay. What would you, you mentioned process. Now, what would you say is lacking in the process?
What's lacking in the process?
Yeah.
What's lacking in the process? Well, finally they kind of brought it together where they had a lot of community inputs, but then there's still governmental processes which needs to be done, because we have never done different subzones, especially in the ice age on the mountain, so the science reserve. So that's what we need to focus on. And also because the lease there has been made from 1963, and the lease was $1 a year. I mean, now it's time to upgrade it and revisit it, and also to look at the current prices of property, the land usage. So the state, because if this was true that we were getting enough monies, the university wouldn't be coming to the legislature to ask for monies. But every time they come to ask for monies, I'm taken back, because they have done a lot of research and things, and I know they've been collecting money, but they haven't putting it back into their own so that we could be sustainable, instead of always looking for monies to fix up your maintenance, your facilities. Because like at Hawaii Community College, if you look at it, it's only recently that the legislature have allotted some monies for it, but the maintenance is so terrible. And I have attended that campus before, and it's the same campus in which there hasn't been any maintenance.
Okay. So you feel that funds are being diverted from where they should go, to community issues,
it should be going back to community. Right, for going up the mountain, because it's a mountain we want to share with the whole world. There's no doubt about it. And Hawaii, has always been in the spotlight and being progressive in educational, and astronomy, and because I'm also, a Kanaka Maoli, Native Hawaiian, I feel, and it's in our blood that we are astronomers already, because that's how we reached here, and we are agriculturalists. I mean, we are all occupations that we have today, because we have sustained our lifestyle here, and for thousands of years. So it's not like you're telling us something new. It's just that we just have to renew the the current the pathways that we have been bringing it into the future, especially our conservation rules, and how we take care of our ocean, our land, just being good stewards so that we can sustain ourselves, and having the right foods and things. Because before, when it was isolated, there was no diseases here, and we already had the medicinal plants that we needed to be for our well-being, whether it's for our spirit and our upbringings. So it's not these are really old issues that we have to bring forward and try to see what we can take from the past so that we can use it in the present and better ourselves.
Some people feel that there's too many telescopes up there.
Well, that is true, because actually that's one of the processes that has a flaw in it, because the permits was made just for one, and then later on they just added more, trying to just just dovetail and play the game, and then act like nobody's going to say anything. But now, people like me and other people, that really feel passionate about the mountain, because I seen it without no telescopes when I was growing up. So there's a difference, And then the new people that come here, they really don't quite understand. And instead of they, understand what's happened in the past, then they can make a better decision. But a lot of them just want to say that, Native Hawaiians don't care about it. But we actually do, because we have been very progressive people, and that's how we reached here.
Adventurous.
Adventurous, yes.
I understand that, some people feel that this idea of too many telescopes up there, it's etched in stone now. They don't want a TMT up there. They don't want any more. Some people say they should actually be starting to tear those things down, some of the old ones.
Well, actually, if you read the comprehensive management plan that has just been done and passed, but although there's more issues to it too, they have, put in a place where if you build one, you take one down. So that is okay. But then there's also the disturbance of our vacuum bug, which is an endemic and only found in Hawaii, that lives in the cinders. And they have found that, you know, the population of these bugs has been, you know, declining due to the impact of the environment itself.
So
that's why I'm very proud that Hawaii holds a really you know, strong point of view of doing EIS's, environmental impact statements, and also EA's, environmental assessments, so that we can also preserve, you know, what we already have, because resources here are very limited, and if we don't take care of it now, there'll be nothing for the future generations.
Right. Now, some people say that the issue really here is money. That money is the driving force behind all of this.
Well, I think a lot of things do come down to monies and mostly greed. And if it wasn't for those two factors that played into a lot of the issues, I think we wouldn't be here today. You know, we would be all working together and seeing what's best for all.
Right. And this, I don't know if you know, this Moore Foundation, the one that's supposed to financially back this project, they have a website with all kinds of conservation, and they're environmentally conscious and all this stuff. What do you think of an organization that would kind of, they're putting out that message, and on the other hand they're building something that's controversial environmentally on the mountain?
Well, like you said, I think, you know, the main issue is about the monies, the kala that we say in Hawaiian. So, you know, I mean, that's what makes it driving. That's why, you know, sometimes when you look at organizations, are they really what they say they are? And most of them, there's always an ulterior motive.
Right.
Yes.
The issue too is, like, in this money issue, is that, like, the Sierra Club, which opposes the TNT, they've taken a lot of money from the Moore Foundation. So over almost $500,000. So it's
very conflicting.
Yeah,
yes.
Do you see a conflict there?
Yeah, there is a conflict. I mean, if you're going to be a conservationist, you just have to believe in that, but you cannot be just using it to make more money for yourself, especially for the organization.
Right. Is this co-opting of organizations? Is this something that's a concern of yours in dealing with these environmental issues, like people? Oh yeah, we'll give you some money, we'll finance you, and you just you'll go along with our program, and is that a fear of yours that these organizations there'll be so much money around that they can't say no?
Right, but then we also must remember who we are, where we came from, and like I always tell people, my soul is not for sale. So even if they, you know, try to, you know, convince me to vote other ways, I just vote on what my na'au says.
Okay. And in terms of your position now, if you could tell the camera just what you're a representative of Puna District, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What does that entail? You go to meetings, government meetings, represent Puna, is that?
Yes, what I do is I'm part of the legislative branch, and I belong to District 4, which covers Puna. And actually it's the lower Puna side, because they divided Puna into 3 different areas today. But in the old Puna that I know, it was a bigger area. So I cover Hawaiian Acres, Hawaiian Paradise Park, Aina Loa, Pahoa, Kalapana, Kapoho. And of course I have the only geothermal in my area that has been very progressive, and also I have the lava flow too in my area.
Okay.
Yes, so I've been living with the lava flows all of my life, and there's really nothing to fear about it.
No.
Because I'm still here today.
It's proof.
Yes.
So in terms of like these your position, you probably talk to your constituents a lot.
Yes, I do.
What's their gut?
Well, actually, right now it's a mix, because there's a lot of new people that have moved into the area because the costs of living there is, you know, they're affordable. They can buy their own land, build their own homes, and basically, you know, my area is one of the fastest growing on this island.